Welcome back, YouTube. This is Rice Paddy Reasons, and my name is Isaac, and I am your Rice Paddy Daddy. Hey. This is where I provide solutions for the regular guy looking to travel overseas, either full-time or part-time. So man, there have been a lot of things going on over the last couple of weeks, and I just want to share my thoughts on what has been happening and give you solutions on how to think and what to do about it. So let's talk about Brickgate. So how many of you guys actually believed that she got hit in the head with a brick? All right, I don't know about you, but as soon as I heard the story, I was just like, yeah, I don't think so. Yes, there are guys out here that are seriously unhinged and might commit such acts of violence, but that is a very small percentage of men. Most of us, okay, are just regular guys, and we just want to be left alone. Now, I didn't say anything about it when it happened because I didn't know enough. I mean, I don't just believe people when they make a claim. You have to show me some sort of proof. You need some sort of evidence, and there really wasn't, except for, this boil on the side of her head that, to be honest, didn't really look real, okay? Because that didn't look like a bruise. There was no blood. I've gotten hit in the face with a brick before, and guess what? I bled. Now, that happened a long time ago when I was like 10, and it was another 10-year-old that hit me in the head with a brick. So if a man hits you in the head with a brick, then guess what? Chances are you're gonna bleed. And there was no blood. So, yeah, highly suspect. Now it turns out that she's done this several times before, and she has conned her entire community that was supporting her. And, as sad as that is, I just gotta say, hey, told you so. There was a big conversation surrounding Shoe on Head's video about the male loneliness epidemic. And I don't always agree with everything that she says. However, I do appreciate her pretty balanced approach and rational thoughts when she makes a video and presents facts. I mean, it all comes down to perspective when it comes to male loneliness. People think that it's our fault. Like I saw all of the comments under her video about male loneliness, and the majority of them were a lot of women saying that, well, it's fair, men have it coming to them, it's their fault, you should just be a decent human being, and then you won't be lonely. I mean, I don't even know what that means. Now, to be completely honest, I am not part of that percentage of guys that would consider themselves to be lonely. I have a girlfriend, and I see her about once a month. But that is enough for me. So for the rest of the time, I'm not lonely, okay? So is it a male loneliness epidemic, or is it a male peace epidemic? The majority of us are guys that treat people well. We have manners. We open doors for people, whether they say thank you or not. And we are respectful to everybody. And I gotta say, I kind of get tired of hearing this particular group of people conflate the actions of a small percentage of men onto all of them, all of us. I don't think it's fair. It's not a balanced approach. It's not looking at facts. It's just a statement that is being spouted out because of a spike in emotion. And unfortunately, until we come to a point where all of us are approaching these issues with reasoned, rational thought, then a conversation can't really be had, because one side is going to get in their feelings and then start arguing based on those feelings instead of the facts. So there's no conversation to be had. There's no debate to be had. We just need to take care of ourselves, protect ourselves all the time, just like Manosphere Highlights Daily says, protect yourself at all times. Now, if that means just living your life on your own terms and going your own way, that's great. I would see that as being a pretty good life and a peaceful life. Take care of your own prosperity. Take care of your circle. Or if that means getting your passport and living the life of your dreams, that's the life of my dreams anyways. I can't wait to see the world and learn new cultures, learn new languages, learn how to salsa dance, play some music. Let me tell you something about us guys. We do protect and we do provide, but we protect and we provide for those that are our people. So if you want protection and provision, then you have to be our people. And that's something that's earned. That's not something that gets demanded. Now, the first weekend of football, I gotta say, all right, I was pretty excited because, all the teams that I was rooting for won. However, I noticed the commercials during this weekend and I kind of got a little bit nauseous. So there was this theme in the commercials that is pushing this disgusting narrative that all of us guys that have guy friends that we want to spend time with and hang out with, that somehow we are now part of the LDHD TV community. And I find that absolutely disgusting. There has been nothing healthier for men over the course of human history than to spend time with other men because they understand you. They understand what you go through. They would understand how you live. Now, I have my own theories about why they're pushing this narrative. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of guys are no longer wanting to date or get married, and therefore all of these industries that like jewelry stores and candy shops and businesses that cater to this whole romantic narrative are all losing profits. Heaven forbid that these ladies have to buy their own drinks when they go to the bar. Now, obviously, this narrative is a shaming tactic meant to keep you away from other men that are going to give you logical and rational advice on your life. It's much better for somebody who has never had to protect anyone and has always had everything given to them, tell you how you're supposed to live your life as a man. I can't think of anything more ridiculous than that. Now, I see protecting and providing as being like donating blood. You go in, it's a good cause. You put a needle in your vein, all right, and you donate a certain amount of blood, and and then you go and you have a snack, and then you recover from it. Okay, now there's a big difference between this and just putting a needle in your vein for anybody to come and tap your blood anytime that they want. I believe vampires call them blood bags. So guys, you really have to understand what it is that people are actually saying and the reason why they say it. You can't just believe everybody because, the wizard's first rule is that people will believe any lie either because they want it to be true or they're afraid that it might be true. And this scammer has raised over $45,000 worth of income for herself. That should prove to you that you can't just believe anything that you see on the internet. Now, luckily, none of that money came out of my pocket. It all came out of these idiots that went ahead and decided to support her on her word alone. And all of that, of course, was an emotional reaction because they simply heard a story, they felt a certain way, and they decided that was worth giving their money to. I mean, if you get attacked physically, there should be a police report, right? And there wasn't on any of these incidents that she has claimed over the last few years. And she's been able to scam people out of money every single time. Now, unfortunately, now that this situation has happened, then people are going to be less likely to believe somebody who is an actual victim of a crime. Now, as sad as it is, I think that it's just a shame that because this woman cried wolves, there's gonna be some sheep getting eaten by wolves here in the future. Guys, you have to lean on your own rationality and your own logical thought. Look for evidence before you just believe anything. And this same rational thought has to go into your decision in deciding who is worthy of what you have in your life. That's your protection and your provision. You have to find who is worthy, who deserves it, who has earned it. But I would say that now more than ever, you really got to just stay on your purpose, live your best life, and take care of you, and keep growing. All right, that means budget, side hustle, investment. If you guys have any questions about that, go ahead and email me at ricepaddyreasons@gmail.com. I am happy to have a conversation with any single one of you guys. So guys, think and don't just react to all of this BS that's going on, because you are being programmed if you pay attention to it all. And one of the most important things that you can do as a man is to lean on your own understanding and your own rational thought. Control your emotions and think before you do something and before you react to something. But I hope this helps, guys, and I will see you in the next video. But until then, passports up. You guys keep growing, live free, and deserve your victory.